What does that mean? That she can be violated, and the grand jury thought otherwise, didn't they?
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Charlie Ed Price, that's you?
Yes, sir.
You were charged with the first-degree felony of aggravated assault, date, family, house relationship with weapon. Essentially, you are alleged to have committed aggravated assault and the complainant was a person you were in a dating relationship with. And it's a first-degree felony, which means you face no less than 5, no more than 99 years confinement in prison or life imprisonment. A fine up to $10,000 can be assessed. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit, which is very succinct. It doesn't give a lot of details. Your bond right now is in an amount of how much?
Judge, he had a bond set after this offense by the magistrate.
Of how much?
I think it was, your original bond was 10, they increased it to 50. I think it was,
What's his bond in this case?
I'm looking,
It's
Judge.
currently no bond.
there's no bond.
So how would it wind its way to no bond?
Well,
on the
what
bond?
happened,
He
Judge,
removed the
is
GPS.
he had a GPS monitor on and he was confused as to the importance of the GPS monitor. And there's some confusion as to whether he could take it off or not after his protective order expired. And he didn't have a lawyer at the time, at least one he was in communication with. He understands now, I've gone over this with him about the importance of maintaining his GPS monitor and also no contact with the victim.
You got a no bond, Judge.
He would ask the court to set a bond so he could get out. He's concerned. He doesn't want to contact his wife, but his wife.
What was the history of the bonds? That's what I'm curious about. How much were they?
I can't find that amount, Judge. With the new system, it's hard for me to determine the exact amount.
Charlie, how much was your bond?
30.
30.
Yes, sir.
The last bond that I showed before the no bond was 60.
He
50?
60.
60. 60 was the
Must
last
have been
one before
30,
we set the
then
no bond.
doubled for some reason,
Well,
I guess, because 60 is an odd amount.
they added 30 and then they increased it to 60 and then added after the DA picked up the accusation. I don't know exactly what happened during the period. He understands he wasn't supposed to take the GPS monitor off.
Right.
He will not do it again. He's got a medical issue that he'd like to get taken care of. He has a hernia that is near.
You're appointed on this?
I'm hired, Judge.
You are? Okay. Okay. I'm saying that because there was an affidavit of indigence here that's not filled out and it says, why not? And it says you were uncooperative with the people. Then I was just curious.
I believe he has funds available.
Then it says, will inmate hire own? Yes. So I guess he did that. Judge Collins on June 14th of 2023 set the bond at $60,000. And do you remember being in front of him, Judge Collins?
I went to an arraignment with a gentleman, does he have white hair? I can't remember if it was.
We all have white hair.
I only saw a judge with white hair.
Oh, African-American man or Caucasian?
He was Caucasian.
Okay. The Judge Collins is African-American.
I think Judge Ruin said then Judge.
You don't remember Judge Collins being in front of Judge Collins?
The judge with the white hair said, this has never happened to me before, but a judge is stepping in on my arraignment for the protective order and the ankle monitor, and I never met with that judge.
I'm looking at January 12th, there was an habeas, a violation of protective order
And I paid $20,000 in cash on it. So
on August 28th of 2023. It says offense date, protective order, violation, court sets the amount of bond of $10,000.
That's one of the
And that's January 12th.
that's one of the 3 pending misdemeanor.
Yes,
offenses.
case.
Okay,
And
so.
just so that Your Honor has the right
What's the date he
history
was arrested?
on which case.
This case we're here in front of, he's in front of me on. Let's see. This says on or about June 10th of 23, right?
So the indictment date on this is June 28th of 2023.
Okay. When does he get out of bond? Is he released on this case, please?
His most recent arrest, Judge, or you?
No,
One
let's
before.
do it in time. First time.
Okay.
He's arrested in June. When is he released and for what amount?
Arrested on June 11. He was released June the 15th,
All right,
and it shows a $60,000 surety bond.
50,000.
60.
60.
Okay, fine.
I'd submit that that's justified initially at that amount, Your Honor, because one of the underlying misdemeanors, the very first one against the same victim occurred. The offense date was August 13th of 2021. So he was out on bond whenever this felony offense that you're looking at is set in that regard. And I know that's important to Your Honor, so I wanted to interrupt to let you know that that's part of our fact sequence. In addition to that, Judge, there are two other misdemeanor offenses that are alleged that occurred after this offense date that you're looking at. Both are violations of protective order in regards to the offense that's alleged all the way back to August of 2021. All same victim.
Is it the same complainant in this 23 CR8? Oh,
And that
okay.
she's been in contact with me today.
oh,
She's in fear for her life and
all right. Well, according to the state, he is arrested and charged with his first-degree felony of aggravated assault. And he is placed into custody on or about what? June what?
the date that you were June 11th of 2023.
June
on this
11th
offense.
is when he's arrested prior to indictment, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Then he is indicted on June 28th, about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks later of 2023, after he is arrested for the first time. And then after the indictment comes out, June 28th, how many other events, which all bond conditions have no contact with the complainant, commit no crimes. They're in all bond conditions. How many separate occasions is it showing that he violated those bond conditions?
Two separate charged events, Your Honor.
What are the dates, please?
Those dates. There are a date in July and a date in August, but let me get you the
Okay,
specifics.
that's okay. Subsequent to him being indicted, subsequent to the arrest, subsequent to the later indictment, about 2 weeks later, he is being arrested and charged with two violations.
Two separate violations.
Which are, what were the arrests for, please?
Those are violation of protective order.
All right. Can you respond to that? How we're supposed to be able to protect people and release him on bond when he's having contact with people and being charged with protective order violations? That's very serious.
Yes, sir. I
No. You made a promise when you first got out you would. Sir, subsequent to that, you've been charged with two separate offenses of those violations. Huh?
My wife's been in and out of the hospital.
I'm sorry?
My wife has been in and out of the mental hospital.
What does that mean? What does that mean? That she can be violated and
Sir.
well,
Never.
hey, the grand jury thought otherwise, didn't they?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've never done anything.
One of the things is also GPS angle monitor. What was that? Did you tell me that the angle monitor was
It
taken
was
off?
removed, Your Honor. That's what resulted in the no bond. And
I thought it was.
You thought it was what?
The 90 days I called and I thought it was
Who did you call?
the bond, the ankle monitor company, Johnny's U-Haul. I'm
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll have them here too.
Yes,
We're gonna have a hearing on this later this week.
Prior counsel
Yeah.
got off of this case behind the
He's talking
accusation.
about it. He's talking about it. He's talking about it. And
Yes,
it's other people's fault.
No,
We're
sir.
gonna,
It's my fault.
are you gonna interrupt?
No,
Will you have a chance to be heard? We're gonna have a hearing on this. I want some witnesses here because we're talking about the Constitution and right of bond. But I can guarantee you, I'm not gonna release you right now when there's substantial information before me that you can't follow the conditions of bond. You're contacting the complainant, you're sawing off or taking off your ankle monitor. Those are things that don't happen. And when they do, they're dealt with severely. I'll have a hearing on this Wednesday. I did give everybody 48 hours. Okay, we'll set a hearing on that. But when you're doing that, if it's found true, you're not gonna, there's no conditions of bond I can set because I have to rely on you to follow what the rules are. And when you don't, especially contacting or taking off devices improperly, I'm gonna want Yanni's up here to explain to me how they approved that.
He's not saying they're.
No, he's saying, he's saying other people. He's using other people for the responsibility of his decisions. We're gonna get everybody involved and once again, I'll make a decision. But you're asking for relief, and if it's all your fault that this is happening, how can I say, okay, you'll have another chance? And then say if something bad happens, it would be not shame on you, it would be shame on the idiot judge under these circumstances that released you when you couldn't follow the rules. I mean, if this is serious, these are
Ever.
What's that?
I'll never make a mistake like that.
Oh wait, what a mistake.
The mistake of cutting that off after the 90.
Well, okay,
And the mistake of
10 minutes
going to
before
my
you,
house when I shouldn't.
I'm sorry, 10 minutes before you did that, if I'd have asked you, are you gonna make a foolish mistake by cutting this thing off? What would you have said?
Absolutely will not do it again.
No, what would you have
Mistake, it was
said?
Absolutely wrong.
What would you have said? If I'd asked you 10 minutes before you did it, are you gonna really do that? What would you have said?
I'm never gonna do it again.
No, what would you have said before you cut it off? If I'd have asked you that? Are you about to cut your GPS monitor? What would you have said to me?
No, sir.
You'd have lied to me.
No, sir. I would have never lied to you.
You would have lied just then.
Wait. Are you saying, I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. I'm never cutting anything off my ankle ordered by a judge. I'm never going to disobey a judge's order. Not to go to my house. I'm never going to make a mistake.
But you did
crime like that.
But you did that,
I
right?
absolutely did, sir.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
sorry.
Okay. So how many free chances do you get?
No,
Oh,
I don't get any free chances.
you're
I've
right.
spent
You don't.
over a month in jail, and I'm sorry. Absolutely sorry.
Yeah. Bad choices have consequences.
Yes, sir.
But shame on you the first time. Shame on me. Putting people in harm's way after we know what we know now. Shame on me for giving you a third chance. Do you really think I'm going to open the door? What's fair for you is fair for everybody. Everybody gets third chances now? Or are you special? Then it's the same rules everybody has to follow, sir. It's a test. When you fail the test, you don't move to the front of the class. You fail, you get an F, and you have to pay a consequence. But I'll have a hearing on Wednesday. Hear more evidence. But it doesn't look, I'm not changing my past practice. You get a fair opportunity when you fail and showing that you can't be trusted while on bond, you don't get a bond again. Because this is a test all the time to see how you're going to do. You can't say, oh, now I'm really going to really follow the rules now, really. When you look the judge in the eye and said, yes, I would. In fact, you sign a document on the bond that says, I understand my bond can be revoked. Anyway, we'll deal with it.
Call the case, People versus Fleischer Singh.
And good morning, Your Honor, Sarah Kraus. I'm standing in for the attorney of record, Gabby Silver, for Piyush Singh, who is present in your courtroom. Mr. Singh, can you state your name for the court, please?
Piyush Singh? All right. And you have no objection. Are you with the same firm, counsel, or no?
I am.
Okay, very good. Then I don't have to ask that. Very good. Oh, sad. Hold on. Okay. I just took his play. Kick him out. Okay, good. All right. What are we doing on this?
Judge, at this time, we are looking to set for a preliminary examination date.
All right. Is all discovery complete?
Up to this point, as well as it can be, Judge. We just received a search warrant that they were going to be downloading some of Mr. Singh's electronics. I don't think that'll be ready anytime soon, so we're ready to set for the exam.
Would people have their witnesses available on the 21st? Yes, sir. Preliminary examination in person, January 21st, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Moore.
And Judge, Mr. Singh would like me to address his bond again briefly, if I could.
Yes, go ahead.
Judge, in addition to what I've argued previously, Mr. Singh has currently been in custody for about 45 days. He has no criminal history. He does have family here from India right now. They cannot stay for a long period of time due to the visa status. And he's also the sole member of his family who can provide in the United States. So I am asking for at least a bond reduction at this time, Judge.
Any response from the people?
First off, as Ms. Wisniewski argued last time, we would oppose any bond reductions at this time. This, as you remember, Your Honor, is an offense which the defendant was charged with 2 counts of criminal sexual conduct, 1 count of unlawful prison, other counts to great bodily harm, in which the defendant forced the victim to her apartment, slapping her in the face, refused to allow her to leave, threatening her, otherwise he would hurt her, took the victim into her car, smashed a plastic trash can on her head, and hit her with his hand until it was aching. Took the victim to the defendant's apartment and continued to assault her, beat her, hit clips, biting her, forced the victim to perform oral sex on him while filming it, and then threatening to send it to others. We would object any bond reductions at this time, given the severity of the charges and threats to the victim.
Motion for bond reductions denied at this time. Thank you.
That was one sick bad guy. I hate those people that commit sex crimes towards the very people that we as a society, as a civilized society, are meant to protect. So I shall make sure I follow up on this sicko and get you any updates with his case. On a lighter note, thank you all for watching my episode to the end, as it really helps the algorithm and supports the channel, which is why I usually try and make an ending a little different to say thanks to my subscribers and new viewers. So, until the next time, it's Friday, so I hope your weekend is safe and fun. See you soon. Please check out my other episode on my playlist here on screen now.